We're going to turn now to Lansing and a couple of issues causing debate in the Capitol this week when lawmakers went back to work. One, a voter ID law that came up in the House. Another was in the Senate, a proposal to close the school pension system to new members, which could result in significant costs. And also, we wanted to talk about some business incentives as well. A couple things on the plate. First thing that surprised me was the voter ID law that came up in the House, requiring voters without a picture ID to cast a provisional ballot and then have to go into the clerk within 10 days to be able to show that picture ID to say, yes, indeed, and then their ballot would be counted. Right now, you can just sign an affidavit saying that's me. Were you surprised that came up at all?
No, because this is part and parcel with the Republican obsession with the idea of this phantom voter fraud that they never can produce examples of, but it plays well with their base to say, look, let's make it more difficult for people to prove that they can cast a vote, which is their constitutional right. The irony here is that in addition to harming poor people and seniors who have trouble maintaining identification for lots of different reasons, this will also harm people in rural districts, in rural parts of Michigan, because clerk's offices are often a long way away from where you might vote. And how are you going to get there? They don't hold regular hours in some districts, so you've got to go at a certain time. So if you live in Ishpeming, for instance, this is more onerous than it would be if you live in Royal Oak. I mean, again, this obsession, this is a solution looking for a problem. They keep coming back to this issue over and over again, and that makes you wonder what the actual motive is. Is it an effort at some sort of voter suppression, which is what the effect of it certainly has been. And when you compare this to what they're doing in other states where they're targeting minority communities, I don't know.
I think there's an I think there are simple solutions here. When you go and register to vote, you get in the mail a voter registration card. That should be all the ID you need when you go to vote, but I don't think it's too onerous to say, put that voter ID or that voter registration card in your wallet and show it at the polling place.
So I mean,
you don't
but again,
want a situation where, I mean, if you're registered to vote, you get a card.
You should get a card.
You know, I've got a card.
You should be able to use that.
And that should be all that you need. But I don't think it's too onerous to ask that you show that.
Okay. I hate to be this way. It was bad time management on my part. We got to go. We got to wrap up the show. We're gonna talk about tax incentives. We'll talk about that next week. But thanks, guys, so much. Will you still be here? Will you guys come back next week? You think? Maybe. That's gonna do it for MiWeek. Thanks so much for joining us. Check us out Facebook and Twitter on MiWeek, and for any shows you missed, just go to myweek.org. They are all for you there on demand. I'm Christy McDonald. We'll see you next time. Take care.